In this class, we have focused population growth models. Population growth models are two types. Population growth models are two types. First one, exponential growth. First one, exponential growth model. Second one, logistic growth model. Logistic growth model. Okay. So first of all, we are going to discuss exponential growth model. Okay. In this exponential growth model, first of all, see resources. Resources means what? Resources means here food and land, that means space. Okay. Resources. Resources means food and land. Any food and land. The resources availability is very essential for increasing the growth of population. Okay, what is this one? Resources. Resources means here food and space. Availability is essential for increasing the growth of population. Next point. When a resources in a habitat, okay, these resources in a habitat, this is the habitat. The resources in this habitat unlimited, that means here the resources are unlimited. The resources are unlimited. What are the organisms are present in such a habitat? Potentially inbreed. Potentially inbreed. What are the organisms are? Those organisms are potentially inbreed. They are automatically, what will happen? It is increasing the population. Increasing the population. As the theory of Darwin. The theory of Darwin. That means the theory of Darwin means it is by the natural selection. By the natural selection. Once again, see this point. So here, when a resources in this habitat, when the resources in a habitat unlimited. What are the unlimited? It may be water, everything, whatever it is the factors available. Everything is sufficient. So unlimited. So that's what happened here. The organisms, what are the organisms are living in this area, any area. So what that organisms are? They are organisms are potentially they are inbreed. Their reproduction occurs as a result in such an area. Population it can be increases as a theory of Darwin by the natural selection. So in this situation, that means in these conditions, the population growth exponential or geometric fashion. Okay, in this here the population here in such a condition we call it as exponential or geometric fashion. Okay, next. In these conditions, that means if the population density That means n is the population density. If n is the population density in any habitat, and birth rate b is represent, it is birth rate, and d is represent, it is a death rate. Okay, if n is the, if in these conditions n is the population density or population size, and b is what is this, what are the birth rate is the produces. So b is represented as birth rate, d is represented as death rate. Then increasing or decreasing this birth rate and death rate. Okay, then increasing or decreasing. If in a population size n, the birth rate and death rate, then the increase or decreasing n during unit period of time. Okay, increasing or decreasing here n during period of time t. That means t means here dn by dt is equal to birth rate minus death rate into n. So now here b minus d is equal to what is indicated here, r. That means here dn by dt is equal to rn. Here r means, here r means what do you call it, is a intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase. Okay, here intrinsic rate of natural increase. Next, intrinsic rate of natural increase. That means here dn by dt. Okay, dn by dt is equal, already I said it is the rn, and then here r is the intrinsic rate of natural increase. So how it is the natural increases? So the ecologists defined different regions. So here Norway. In Norway, okay, in the Norway, the rat R value, how much increase? 0.015, and floor beetle R value 0.12, and during the 1981, the humans population, that means in 1981 the human census, the human population, how much is increased? Means here 0.0205. This is the increase. Okay, in Norway region, the rat it is the natural increases, naturally increasing the population. That value how much? It is 0.015. And floor beetle in the R value, it is how much is increased? Their population 0.12, and 1981 the human population 0.0205, that much is increases. Okay, next here now the equation. In this equation, the given equation, okay, above this equation based upon the population density within a time, it can be plotted. So here the population density at a time, it can be plotted. So how is the population increase? It means here like this. That means the population density with a time. So in relation between the population density in relation with the time, so he have formed the J-shaped growth curve. J-shaped growth curve is formed. Okay. Next. After that, when plotted with the n in relation with the time, nt is equal to n0 ERT. Okay, here nt is equal to n0 ERT. Here nt means it is the population density after time. Population density after time. Here n0 means population density is 0. That means it is the beginning time. Okay, so here R means it is the natural increases. Natural increase in the population. Next, it is the T means time. Okay, here T means here time, already you know this. And also here E means the base of. Here E means the base of natural logarithmic scale. Natural logarithm. So this is the population growth model. Once again, see. So here, what is the population growth model? Population growth model means it is actually the population exponential growth model. In the population growth model, first one, it is the exponential growth model. In the exponential growth model, population it is increased. Population main concept is increased. So here in the exponential growth, first one, the resources. Resources means here food and land. That means space. The availability, the resources availability, it is increasing the population. Okay, the resources availability, it is naturally increasing their population. That means when a resources in a habitat unlimited, whenever it is unlimited is present in any habitat, so what are the species are present such an area, so those organisms through the process of reproduction, there are new organisms are produced. That means increasing the population. That means the resources in a habitat is unlimited. The organisms are potentially inbreed. It can be increasing the population as a theory of Darwin by natural selection. So in such a situation, in such a condition, the population it can be grow exponentially or geometrical fashion. Okay, so now it is in such a situations. So the population density, okay, that means population size is equal to, what is this one? N, capital N, and birth rate is represent, we call it as a B in an area, and also death rate we represent, it is called it is a D. Okay, so then increasing and decreasing in the population density in relation with the time, that's what do you call it is the dN by dt is equal to here B minus D into N. So here B minus D, here B minus D is equal to, what do you call it here? R. So here that's why dN by dt is equal to B minus D means R. So here N. Here what is indicated? R. Here the natural intrinsic rate of natural increasing of growth. Okay, so that's why how it is here increased. The Norway, they can find the columnist. Okay, so the Norway, the rat R value, that means natural, how it is increasing the population, 0.015 is increased. Floor beetle, the R value is 0.12 is increases. In 1981, the human population it is 0.0205 increases. So in such a way, by the above the equation based upon, so the population density in relation with the time, so it is producing it can be graph they made that can be plotted. Here J-shaped growth curve is formed. So when the population, when you plotted n with relation to the time, again you can see it is the nt is equal to n0 ERT. Here nt means population density after the time, and n3 is equal to population density, that means 0, that means beginning time of the population. So here R means it is a natural increase the population, here E means the base of natural logarithmic. Okay, so this is the exponential growth. This is the exponential growth model. Exponential growth model, or this is anotherly called geometric growth model. Geometric growth model. This is the 5 marks, are very important. Sometimes they are asked in the examinations. Okay, next another model. Logistic growth model. Next one, it is a logistic growth model. So how it is this logistic growth model? Actually, previous what you discussed the exponential growth model, resources are unlimited. Here, how it is the resources are present, you can see in this logistic growth model. So the resources are in this, the resources are limiting certain point of time. Okay, the resources are limit. Resources are limit certain point of time. Okay, the resources are limit certain point of time. What will happen? Okay, what will happen? So the resources are limit certain point of time. No population can continue to grow exponentially. Okay, no population can grow exponentially. That means resources are, it reaches the particular limit point. Okay, the resources are reach the certain limit point. No population cannot grow like it exponentially. Okay, next point. In nature, the given habitat, what are the given habitat is present. In nature, the given habitat, enough resources, enough resources to support the maximum number of individuals. Okay, so how much it is the resources is present, that much of resources to support the maximum number of individuals. So beyond which there is no further increase, there is no further increasing in the population, there is no further increasing in the population. Such a process we call it is a carrying capacity. This is denoted capital K. Okay, so this is the logistic growth model. Previous what you discussed, exponential growth model, resources are unlimited. So what will happen? The organisms are there inbreed, the population it can be increases. Now here logistic growth model, the resources are, okay, here the resources are availabilities become limited. The resources availability is become limited certain point of time. So no population as a result, no population can increases there. Okay, so that's why no population cannot increase like a exponential like that. So in nature, what are the availability of this habit? Okay, in nature, the given habitat enough resources to support the maximum number of individuals. So that's why there is no further increasing the population. That's we call it is the carrying capacity. That means no population cannot increase. That means here population is decreases. Population cannot move. That means here there is no further increase. Okay. So here in this situation, the logistic growth model, it assumes that, okay, it assumes that sigmoid growth curve. That means a S-shaped growth curve. It is a S-shaped growth curve. The logistic growth model, it shows it is a sigmoid growth curve. That means here how it is like this. Here population like this. The population density in relation with the time, it show it is the growth, it is a S-shaped growth curve. This is what you call it is a sigmoid growth curve. So this sigmoid growth curve, this model is discovered by scientists where to list peer logistic growth model. The scientists were ruthless peer, they discovered this model. So that's why we call it as the ruthless peer logistic growth model in such a situation. So the population density n in relation with the time. So the given equation such as dn by dt is equal to Rn k minus n by k. Okay, above this conditions, the population density in relation with the time. So the equation such as it is population density, that means dn by dn by dt is equal to Rn k minus n by k. Okay, so here n means population density at a time t. So here R means it is the intrinsic rate of natural increase, and K means here carrying capacity. Okay, so this is the logistic growth model. Once again, see, this logistic growth model means the resources are limit. What is this? Resources availability become limit certain point of time. So in such a situation, though no population can continue to grow exponentially like that. That means the population cannot grow exponentially. So in nature, the given habitat, enough resources to support the maximum number of individuals, beyond which there is no further increasing in the population. There is no, after that there is no increasing the growth. So that's it can be decline maybe, slowly it can be decline maybe chances. So that's why we call it is carrying capacity. So such situation, such a definition we call it is the support the maximum number of individuals. So that's why we call it is the carrying capacity. The carrying capacity denoted is called this K, and the population, the logistic growth model, it assumes that the sigmoid growth curve. That sigmoid growth curve means it is a S-shaped growth curve. How it is present means the population density in relation with the time. So as a result, we have formed the S-shaped growth curve. This process is graph. This is plotted. How it is no population can be increases. It is explained by scientists where or less peer logistic growth. So the population density at time, the population density in relation with the time. How to form this S-shaped growth curve, that given by the equation you can see dn by dt is equal to Rn into k minus n by k. So here n means the population density at time t, and R is equal to intrinsic rate of natural increase, and K means it is a carrying capacity. Okay, so that's it. Here are the two models. These two models are very important. Once again, see this one. These two models are exponential growth model and logistic growth model. Exponential growth model, always the resources are unlimited. Resources are unlimited. As a result, what will happen in this area? Here, resources means the water, land, space, everything is available. So that's the land is available more means what will happen? So already organisms are present, everything is supported the nature. So that's what will happen. The organisms are, they are potentially inbreed. That means the process of reproduction, new organisms are produced. Whenever it is the new organisms are produced, what will happen? It is increasing the population. So that's increasing population, that's we can see it is the exponential growth model. So here logistic growth model, this exponential growth model, another we call it is a geometric growth model also. Okay, this logistic growth model, this logistic growth model means the resources availability become limit. Okay, the resources availability, it may be, it become limit in certain point of time. So what will happen? The population cannot be increases. So what is the resources are present? That means how much of resources? That means enough resources that support the maximum number of individuals. Okay, that support the maximum number of individuals. After that, there is no further growth of population. In such a situation, what are the resources are, it can reach the limit condition. Such a limit condition, such a resources are utilized, the what are the population it can be present. So new organism produce, so that such an organism cannot be gained, that means cannot will get it the resources. So what are the resources are present? That resource only it can be support the maximum number of individuals. That's why here there is no population cannot be increases. So that's it. Okay, population cannot be increases, then there is no further increasing of the growth. So in exponential growth, you can see it is a J-shaped growth curve is formed. Here S-shaped growth curve is formed. That's it. These are the two growth models are variations mainly.